PodcastHero.com. Welcome to the Daily Quote, a podcast designed to kickstart your day in a positive way. I'm your host, Andrew McGivern, for October 27th. Today is National Black Cat Day, a celebration dedicated to honoring these sleek, elegant felines and dispelling the unfair myths that have surrounded them for centuries. Observed annually on October 27th, this day was established in 2011 by Cats Protection, a UK-based animal welfare charity, after they noticed that black cats were taking significantly longer to be adopted from shelters than cats of other colors. The timing of National Black Cat Day, just before Halloween, is intentional. It's when superstitions about black cats peak. Throughout history, black cats have been both revered and reviled. Ancient Egyptians considered them sacred, while medieval Europeans associated them with witchcraft, leading to centuries of persecution. Today, black cats still face black cat syndrome in shelters where they're often the last to be adopted due to lingering superstitions and even practical issues like being harder to photograph well for adoption websites. What makes this day important is its mission to change the narrative, to help people see black cats not as symbols of bad luck, but as the loving, unique, and beautiful companions they truly are. And that brings us to today's quote from Terry Pratchett, who wrote, "In ancient times, cats were worshipped as gods. They have not forgotten this." Pratchett's humorous observation captures something essential about cats in general, but it's particularly relevant to black cats on their special day. This quote reminds us that the way we perceive animals says more about us and our cultural baggage than it does about the animals themselves. Think about the contradiction Pratchett highlights. Cats haven't changed. They're the same creatures that ancient Egyptians revered as divine. What changed was human perception, human superstition, human fear. Black cats went from being worshipped symbols of protection and good fortune to being persecuted as witches' familiars, all while the cats themselves remained exactly the same, dignified, independent, and utterly unbothered by human opinions. This is what National Black Cat Day asks us to recognize, that our superstitions and prejudices about black cats are entirely human constructions. The cats themselves are simply cats, no more or less lucky, mysterious, or magical than any other color. They still carry themselves with that ancient feline dignity Pratchett describes, regardless of whether we're calling them gods or symbols of bad luck. The beauty of Pratchett's wisdom is that it reminds us to question our inherited beliefs and see things as they actually are, not through the distorted lens of superstition. So today, embrace the spirit of National Black Cat Day and Pratchett's wisdom. If you've been considering adopting a cat, visit a shelter and specifically ask to meet the black cats. They're often overlooked and have been waiting the longest for homes. If you already have a black cat, celebrate them today with extra treats and attention. And share their photo on social media with hashtag National Black Cat Day to help change perceptions. But more broadly, think about what other unfair prejudices or superstitions you may be carrying. What are you judging based on inherited beliefs rather than actual experience? Black cats remind us that sometimes the things we've been taught to fear or avoid are actually exactly what we need. That's going to do it for today. I'm Andrew McGivern, signing off for now. But I'll be back tomorrow. Same pod time, same pod station, with another daily